Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more Stalker Gamma. And we are in the army warehouses once again, going after a few stashes. That's primarily all that we're going to do. I have to grab this one, and the big one, the important one, the green one. See, in Gamma, stashes are color-coded. The blue ones are yours. That's fairly simple, right? The white ones contain usually some useful things like tools, parts, weapon parts, ammunition, upgrade parts like this. Actually, a tier 3 upgrade part, look at that. And, you know, useful stuff like that. But the really important ones, the really important rare ones, are yellow. And the yellow ones, they contain tools, or rather, they are guaranteed to contain some form of tool. Which is to say, I could be in one of them. You gotta admit, that's kind of funny. They contain some kind of tool. So it could be a drug-making kit, it could be a gunsmithing kit, or it could be basic, advanced, or fine tools. Now, I've played enough Anomaly to know that usually speaking, early on like this, the game gives you basic tools first, or gunsmithing tools first, and then moves on to other stuff. The most useless of them all I find to be the drug-making kit, because, well, I'm not sure what to do with it, and I'll explain that later. Because the gist of the problem is medication's too expensive to make, in my opinion, and way too cheap to just buy. Especially in a game where... Okay, we should definitely switch to at least Full Metal Jacket, and that is something I also want to talk about. There is a bit of a firefight happening. And my idea was to run forward like a maniac until the first bullets got fired at me or towards me, and then retreat. And then deal with the enemy from there. This freedom fighter's fighting someone behind this hill. You get on top of this and try and spot them, maybe. See who they are. Okay, it's just saw bullets landing there, so it's definitely right underneath the hill on the other side. It's not off in the distance, it's like we're looking at it, it's there. It's close to the Freedom Base, too. We could, It looks close to the Freedom Base, it's not close to the Freedom Base enough. Shame, that is. This... You can see the bullets whizzing past. They are still fighting. That's a high rate of fire weaponry. I feel like I have to respond in kind. Especially with FMJ ammunition. Yeah, I don't know who won, but... part of me doesn't want to know. Try and help the Freedom guys out from their own position. Might be a bit easier to spot the enemy. It looks like they got it, though. Hey, how's it going? Oh. Was it a flesh they were fighting the entire time? Kinda sounded like something was shooting back at them, and to the extent of my knowledge, mutants can't do that yet. Well, zombies can, but... and only some, but besides the point. Well, technically, if you want to get really technical about it, zombies can't shoot. Zombified stalkers can shoot, which there is a difference. They're two separate mutants, but anywho, the stash is over here. Now, I'm terrified of that green thing whizzing past. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab this. Oh god, you're making my life difficult. Disassemble, disassemble, grab. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Because I don't actually know where it goes. And there we go. Okay, good. Got ourselves the stash. There is now one more to get, and then we can grab some tasks from the guys down there. Sorry, the guys over there. Reckon I can just do this, yeah. Okay, watch out for the electrical anomaly thing. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Get me atop the train, please. Good. And then let's drop down here. There we go, that's what we're looking for. So. Honestly not sure how worth the hassle that was, but fine. I am going to have to sacrifice something here for a second, and that is a part of the atmosphere. Because just realized that the music is on, and yeah, I had some problems with that in the past, so we're just going to turn it off entirely. I'm going to listen to a quiet zone, which has an atmosphere of its own, I would say. Okay, Skinflint. Let's see what you have. Probably the same stuff as last time, I reckon, but I now have a thing or two to sell to you, I think. Maybe. Jamie can't disassemble from this screen. Would have been helpful. Yeah, we got basic tools. We did. Called it. I'm not sure if it's guaranteed to get basic tools every single time, or you can get gunsmithing or whatever. No, you can definitely get gunsmithing. I got gunsmithing tools before as the first drop, but yeah, it's one of those, always, more or less. I was hoping for those Kevlar inserts. Unfortunately, not a thing. Not a thing yet. Which means I'm gonna have to run around semi-naked like this until I get some proper ballistic protection. Mutants I am genuinely terrified of, but mutants, well, they don't shoot bullets at you, in case you didn't notice, so all in all, would prefer ballistic protection. And I think I mentioned this before, like, I can deal with most anomalies and stuff like that with via the use of my brain. I can't deal with it particularly well. I will step on something occasionally, but the protection I need is in my head, right? Like, don't step on anomalies, it's fairly simple. On the other hand, against bullets, it's not that simple. You will get shot at, and it will hurt, so yeah. Deliver the package to Rostock. I don't think I can do that. Ever. Yeah. No, sorry. Kill Nocturnal Predator southwest of the abandoned village. What's the worst that can happen? I mean, garbage, kill the duty guy in garbage, basic tools I'm not giving away. Fetch quests, you know. Deliver the package, deliver the package, deliver the package, no. And of course, there are these scripted events which are ridiculously hard. Kill the military in the Dark Valley. Kill duty in the army warehouses northwest of the anomaly on the southern hill. Sure. And then we have problematic Stalker in Rostock. Again, can't really go to Rostock, even with the finest set of disguise. Don't really reckon I can go there. Maybe at some point in the future. Like, sure. That'd be lovely. Oh, you want me to get rid of... Okay. We can try. Switch to AP immediately. Because we're going to fight duty. Oh, I have a beautiful idea. A terrible idea, but a beautiful idea nonetheless. Okay, first of all, is the wall fixed entirely? Or is there a hole in it? You can jump over this. That was the extent of my idea. What do you think about it? Tell me. Feel free to let me know. I'm open to criticism. Not really. Not really. This is the tower that you end up destroying, or you don't really destroy the tower, but this is the tower you end up attacking in that mission as Strelok, don't you? Should you decide to choose with, should you decide to side with duty, which is kind of the default path, if I can say so. As in, it takes a little bit more effort to join up with freedom than duty. Duty seems to be sort of in the way of everything and the first stop and so on and so forth, but yeah. I mean, alright. It's just that I've lost the element of surprise now. And the element of surprise is, as we know, one of the two greatest weapons of the Spanish Inquisition. It's fear, and surprise. Fear, surprise, and an unyielding dedication to the Pope. Three main weapons of the Spanish Inquisition are fear, surprise, and an unyielding dedication to the Pope. And a ferocious... what was it? A ferocious determination to seek out the truth. Their four greatest weapons they have are fear, surprise, and unyielding dedication to the Pope, and a ferocious desire and whatever to seek out the truth. And a vast array of torture devices. Among many weapons that the Spanish Inquisition has are such elements as... Oh, I'm sorry, I just made myself laugh way too much on that. It's a full quote from the, well, more or less. I'm not quoting it word for word, but it is the full quote from Monty Python. It's never not going to be funny. Okay. Let's make sure he's dead. 20 bullets left. Would rather not, thank you. This gigantic piece of wall just ended up in my face from whatever caliber just shot at me. Would prefer not to, if you catch my drift. Thing is, I don't know if he's on the hill or if he's under the hill, and I don't know which of the two is more dangerous, to be honest with you. Because if he's on the hill, I can probably get him from over here. Although, come to think of it, if he's underneath the hill, I can probably outflank him from this way as well. Just... Okay, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm gonna... Just pause, okay? We're quick saving here. If I get killed, we are reloading. Okay, we are... Well, we can't reload, but if I get way too low on health, we are reloading, because this is BS. Oh. Okay, it's not BS. I know where he is. Just hoping. You gonna get involved anytime soon? Did he make it to the front gate? Okay. Wow, they are fast. Gotta keep that in mind. I did not know they were that quick. I'm used to enemies being a lot slower. And I think they're a lot slower in all iterations of Anomaly, EFP, Gamma, or whatever you want in between. I'm pretty sure enemies were slower in literally every single iteration of this. Same plan, basically. Draw them away. Couple of soldiers. Same plan. I know they're hostile towards freedom, so draw them towards freedom fighters and hope for the best. They're going to come down the main road because the place where I engage them is different, aren't they? Or they're going to retreat because they're heavily wounded, and I scared them off with my little MP5. Juggernaut, I thought we were being serious for a while here. Okay.
I need to be patched up.
You definitely do, my buddy. You definitely do. I can see them. Do you mind? Like, I know you helped previously, and I understand this might seem a little bit like BS, but given the fact that I have no ability to buy armor inserts, and the enemy has accuracy the likes of which I do not have, well... Okay. Next plan. Next plan is we loot the guy that we just shot. Because this one's actually my kill. Did he fall down the... Where is he? Where the frack is he? Did he fall in the bush? That would be my luck. Now, there's this duty soldier. I shot a proper Spetsnaz officer somewhere. There he is. Sergeant. What's his face with an AEK? Yeah, see, that's the problem. We're getting shot at with AEKs. AK-74Ms. AK-12s, God knows what else. All I have is an MP5 with FMJ ammunition to defend myself with. I have to... it's like maneuver warfare. That's my only defense, is I have to move again, and I have to move back to the other tower and try and take a few shots from there again. It's the safest thing to do. It's also the stupidest, because it, you know, it feels like I'm... I don't know. Well, actually, why does it feel stupid? It doesn't really feel stupid. It's war, right? If it works, it's not stupid. They can't go into the Freedom Base because it's full of Freedom Fighters. Freedom Fighters can't really go outside because, you know, protection on the walls and everything. And so we're going to conduct our warfare like this, with skirmishes and sending patrols out and scout parties and whatever. It's kind of how the zone works if you really think about it. Is someone shooting with like a VSS or a... They are. That's like a... That's a subsonic round. Someone is hitting someone else with subsonic ammunition. That's kind of exciting. Alright, listen, I have a plan. Plan's a little bit stupid, but what can we do? Where's the hole in the wall? It was this... No, these are all holes in the walls, because there's no fencing here. Okay, plan is, we jump the fence. Plan didn't work. Plan is, we jump the fence. FMJ ammunition, everyone. The most completely useless round in the entire game, probably, if I'm being brutally honest with you, and I'll explain why. Look. AP damage 17, nominal stopping power 21, meaning it can pierce 17 points worth of armor. We're gonna simplify it like that. Armor doesn't work with points, but we're gonna simplify it like that. It has 17 penetration, 21 damage. Compare it to AP ammunition, which I do not have, and it's the exact same damage value for much more penetration. Compare it to HP, and it's ever so slightly less penetration for double the damage value, meaning FMJ exists in this weird uncanny valley of neither it's doing damage, neither it's really penetrating anything. And so it's a bit weird like that. Here's the thing, though. I also know for a fact that enemies bleed. And there is a distinct possibility that the guy I shot at 50 times, well, it feels like 50 times with 9 times 19, just bled to death. So let's try this again, because it worked so well last time. Gotta jump over this one. This one's better. That's a big problem. I accidentally shot a freedom fighter, and now everyone knows about it. Okay, here's my plan. Go in. The guy had a fucking RPD. Come on. The guy literally has the fucking RPD shooting at me. And I'm what exactly? Expected to do something against that? Like, really? Okay, slight change of plans. Think the Freedom guys are gonna forgive me. And then there's the loner with the SVD. There's a loner with a fucking SVD just sitting there in the bush, dead. Killed by something, not by me. Oh wait, hold on, wasn't this the place with the Nocturnal? Eliminate dangerous mutant in the area. Lovely. Lovely, there's a dangerous mutant in the area. Okay, I have a plan for eliminating the dangerous mutant in the area. Avoid the dangerous mutant in the area, do not eliminate him, that's the plan. I hope you like my plan. Came up with it myself. Came up with it out of fear. Fear and necessity. Okay, I have a working theory that the dangerous mutant in the area is a bloodsucker, because it's a Nocturnal, and this is a bloodsucker village. But as such, it would have to appear even as a shadow or as a you know, little thing. Shimmer in the air. If it's there to begin with. Which it might not be. Which it might not be. I think I never noticed. If we die here, we will be dead. If we die, that's okay. I'll create a new character, I'll start over, and we'll have learned an important lesson. If we don't, I don't think I've ever been more scared in my life. In a video game. Ever. So with that said, God bless barbed wired fences. They are the greatest invention since ever, and that is my social media. I apologize. I will go and turn it off immediately. Also, God bless hollow point ammunition, because good God, it's good against mutants. Okay, we're getting out of here. We need to get out of the army warehouses, because I've pissed off the freedom fighters accidentally. I mean, speaking of, I need to check relations with freedom 140. That's fine. Still friendly. Just need to get out of here so they forget that I shot one of their friends. which means I can't enter Freedom Territory for a while. Freedom Territory, I think, is fine. I just need to not enter their base. I will turn off that. I think it's Instagram or Facebook tab I have open in the background. I just need to get out of here and into relative safety. Okay, good. We're golden. This was perfect. We got the 2 tasks ready for us to hand in. We're going back to the FOB. We're picking up new objectives. We have tools. We're going to probably make our own little base and setup and everything. Workshop. And we're going to start actually playing the game because we're out of the early game and we're out of the most difficult part. Ooh, my adrenaline is skyrocketing. I apologize for shaking. Oh god, I am... That is just... Okay, that woke me up. Woo! See you in Dead City. And welcome back to Dead City, everyone. So, let's get to crafting. I haven't done much. I just arrived here. And I put some of the stuff in the backpack already. But I've prepared ever so slightly. So, we're going to need a list of hideout furniture, first and foremost. And the most important thing that we need right now, like right away, the very basis of crafting, where everything starts, is this. It is a workbench, or rather it is a portable workbench, and the reason this is so good is because it contains a stash within it, which means everything you leave in the stash is accessible to you as you craft, so we need to make this ASAP. For it, we will need 12 wooden parts and 12 metallic scrap. Let's go down here and check if we have that. We have 4 wooden parts and 5 metallic scrap. Oh boy. That's not gonna cut it, is it? However, we can, I hope, sort of increase that, I suppose, a little bit. Do this. We're going to disassemble this because I need those bits very much. And now, I reckon we should probably head downstairs. See what all the fuss is about. Yeah, the window upstairs is getting hit. Well, whatever it is, it's dead now. I love that animation. I absolutely love that they do that. The mercenaries, I think, are the only ones that do that. Might be the military as well, but it is fracking awesome. Okay.
I'm listening, man.
I need to talk to Hog. Hi. I need some stuff from you. What sort of stuff we will see? I think I definitely need the hammers, right? Because they contain wooden parts, and they contain metal scrap as well. So we need all of your hammers. And then probably... I don't know, is the radio going to work? Not really. Gloves, I don't think are going to work either. Yeah, just give me that, I suppose. And then we go over to the hammers, which we've just purchased. And we go disassemble. And we keep disassembling them. As you can see, some of them give you a metal scrap, some of them don't. Some of them give you wood scrap, some of them don't. It's a bit random. Talk to Dushman as well, see if he can't sell us anything that's, you know, worth disassembling and so on. This, for example, this can't be disassembled. Furniture can't be disassembled, but this can, right? Into fasteners. Don't need fasteners. Well, looks like I'm going to have to do a little bit of looting first before I can get to what I need. Which is a tad unfortunate, but see if there's any tasks we can do around Dead City, and then maybe that'll, you know, open up some possibilities for us. And there is literally nothing we can do. Kill a guy in Cordon, kill a guy in Agroprom, fetch tasks. Fetch tasks are somewhat lucrative sometimes. Basic sewing kit, I can do that. Beauty patches, don't have enough of those. Alright, we'll do the sewing kits. Give me a basic sewing kit. Guy upstairs needed it. Maybe Aslan has something I can buy and dismantle to get enough for the workbench. Not really, right, it's just food. What about these matches? No, can't dismantle that. Well, yeah, here's my thinking, they're made out of wood, so, you know. But, yeah, not really an option. We could ask the Stalkers from around here, do they have anything? This turns into rope. Don't need it. What about you? This, I think, turns into... yeah, you don't need that either. Trade? No. Trade? No. Heard your message, you need a guide. Give me the details. Within 8 hours I need to be in Yantar, northeast of the anomaly behind the plant. I can pay you 2,000 rubles for the job, but keep in mind you won't get the full payment until we get there. We may end up doing that. Just because there's nothing else to do. Old metal shovel. That has bound to be... yeah, wooden parts and the other thing. Gimme. What about you? You don't want to trade. What about you? You want to trade?
Bro?
Do you happen to have an old metal shovel, maybe? No, metallic scrap is good, though. Can I disassemble a ramrod? No, probably not. Okay, there goes more of my money. I fully expect to spend all of my money.
People.
Oh, there's more of that, and I think we may have enough now. Disassemble this. We disassemble another hammer. 13, 14. I think we're missing one more wooden bit. Which I think I know how to get. And even if I get extra, it's still, you know, we're still going to need it for the future. I think I know how to get the extra thing that I need. Well, first of all, might be guys here that have stuff I need. No. I think I saw you selling a... no? Oh, I could have sworn. Can I disassemble a knife? No. Oh, that would be an interesting idea. I thought I saw someone selling a guitar, and a guitar is tons of wood, but that will help. Or rather, that should be enough now. Yep, 14. So, open up. Recipes, hideout furniture, and here it is. We needed 12, so yeah, I bought extra. I thought I needed 14. It doesn't matter though. We need the extra stuff anyway. And now we need to place it. And the question is, where do we place it? As you saw, the lower end of whatever this is isn't really all that safe. However, I intend to make it safe, and I don't know if it's going to work, but we will try. So, I'm going to put the workbench right here. I think it fits really nicely into the environment and everything, and we're going to go ahead and access the stash, and we're going to dump literally everything we have inside of this. Of course, we're going to dump the tools in there as well, because you actually can access the tools from the stash, so you don't need to carry them with you. I'm going to put in the sewing threads, because that's a crafting item. And then that's about it, more or less, I think. Obviously, now we need to go upstairs. Forewarning, this is going to be like 30 minutes maybe of me just doing this, running back and forth and doing the whole crafting thing. If you have no interest in how the crafting system works, well, you know what to do, right? Now, let's just skip on in to the next video. So we're going to pick up all of this, all of this. Was that a hammer here I could have, you know, gotten rid of? Not gotten rid of, but I could have picked up and disassembled, but it's fine. I'll take the ammo as well. I'll leave the weapons for now, because they're a bit heavy. And we're going to move everything downstairs, because as cool as the upstairs area is, and as safe as it is, down here is where all the traders are, so this is where we're going to leave everything, and I am 99% sure that this is entirely safe from, you know, all the guys. There we go. You leave all of that in there. I'll leave all of these things in there. Leave the ammo as well for now. Temporarily. Not the Vogs, though. Files. Of course. These things. The upgrade boxes. And that's about it. Hi. Ah. Interesting. It kind of looks like you're trying to use my workshop, which I really don't mind. Go on ahead, just don't use any of my resources, or else I'll... Shh. It really does look like he's trying to use it. That is... Yeah, he's not stealing from the stash. That's the only important thing. I don't care about much else, just as long as I don't get the stuff stolen away from me, I'm happy. Okay, so, there we go. That's it. Next up, we're gonna need some furniture from you. And I'm thinking a locker, obviously. And an ammo box. Metal storage container. We could use a metal storage container. That's 24,000 rubles. Yes, that's how much I'm going to pay. Even though you can craft these, you know, relatively easily. Put the metal storage container there. It looks exactly like all the other metal storage containers, except this one's mine. And the metal storage container is going to be used for housing all of our ammunition. All of it that's not disassembled. This is what it's going to be used for. And then we have the locker, which is, again, you might say very similar to the lockers upstairs, or the lockers over on the left, on the right side over there. In fact, they look exactly the same, except this one's mine. And this one will house my weaponry. Right? Could you please move just a tiny bit? Thank you very much. Okay, next up. Hideout furniture. I want to build these things. And for that, I'm going to need fasteners and wooden. Okay, so for metal doors, I'm going to need metal scrap and fasteners. For wooden doors, I'm going to need wooden parts and this. Interesting. Okay. Could have also made my own ammo box, but yeah. So this is advanced crafting, apparently. I don't know how to make that. Fair enough. Alright. Artifact display case. Note, artifacts are only visible while holding an artifact detector. Fair enough. That is interesting. These I also find very interesting. Wooden plank, old sofa, metal barrier. While clearly not bulletproof, it can protect from mutants or at least provide concealment. I mean, it sounds stupid to say, but are you sure it's not bulletproof? Also a metal door, but I think we need doorways for that. Okay, that's for later. Let's not worry our pretty little head about that right now. Basic upgrades is fine. This, I'm going to need more. We're going to need one more durable textile and a bunch of sewing thread. Can we buy that from you? Durable textile. Mil-spec textile. Cloth sheet. Is it mil-spec textile? 4,500, Jesus. Sewing threads I know I'm going to need a whole load of, so give me like 14 of them immediately. And I'm going to check over here once again. Well, whoops, actually. That's the stash first. And this goes in there. So, equipment. It's Dura, and then the thing, and it doesn't matter what it says. Unless you actually... Yeah, it's Dura, it's not Mil. Okay, that's what I need. The text and the icons are actually very, very important. If they have the little hammer and wrench, it means there are a component in something, and the little text above will tell you exactly what they are. So, yeah, you don't have to mouse over and guess. You can see sort of at a glance. It takes a little bit of getting used to, not gonna lie, but it is usable. And as far as upgrades are concerned, it's not really worth upgrading any of this. Well, upgrading the MP9 is... Oh, sorry, the MP5 is an option. It's not a particularly great option, but it's an option. And then, if you want to make advanced tools yourself, you need 5 basic tools. You can sort of forget about that, I think. That's just one of those things that's not gonna happen, yeah? Just not happening. Okay, although I think that's sort of everything that we can do right now, and it's making me a little bit sad to say that, but I don't have enough stuff yet. Mind you, we just started recently, it makes sense, but yeah. Okay, I'm going to leave one mercenary patch in here so the stash stays. Because if you take everything, it goes away. And then I'm going to put these downstairs in the little locker where they belong. The question is, isn't it much nicer to put all this furniture upstairs and much cleaner? Because, well, there's a bunch of these crates, I now need to look for which one is mine. There's a bunch of these lockers, I need to look for which one is mine, etc., etc. And yes, there is truth to that. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely. However, the traders are here. Both of them. And so it kind of makes it easier to just go from here to the trader and back every time you need something. Although that is Oh. Okay, we're gonna have our first anomaly. No, anomaly. We're gonna have our first emission, sorry. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. We are semi-prepared for it. You know, I was gonna go out right now, so maybe not quite prepared for it, but you know. It's fine. Let's just stay sheltered. Leave the pistols in here. Thinking about picking this one up and repairing it. Or maybe this one again. It's probably better. Ah, this one's definitely better.
All right. Tell me what you know.
Yeah, in fact, you know what? I'm sorry for the extremely loud noise from the emission. I'm gonna give myself an extra challenge, because clearly I haven't died enough here, and I haven't, you know... Capture enemy documents in army warehouses. Duty in Agroprom. Capture enemy documents in Yantar. I'll do it. We'll go to Yantar after this. Sure. We'll go to Yantar eventually. I forget that this also doesn't really work all that well during emissions. Yeah. Ooh, this one's really angry. I'm gonna need this pistol. I'm gonna need the 357 Magnum ammo. And I'm going to take the FMJ and the AP. I'm not gonna take the HP ammo for this because I'm not gonna use it. And let me explain why. Well, actually, maybe we can craft a repair kit here. That would be even cheaper. So, repair kits. Type A. We need 4 grooming kits, 1 cleaning solvent Voika, and a Type A weapon cleaning kit. 4 grooming kits is going to be a bit of a problem, but let's see. Trade. Do you happen to have 4 grooming kits on you? That is, not anything I thought I'd say anytime soon, but here we are. We have 3 grooming kits. Okay. Rusak. 2 Dvoikas, or we can buy more than 2. Give me a file and a ramrod, both of each, those are always useful. A Type A repair kit is 10,000, so just keep that in mind. And then give me a little bit of steel wool, a little bit of this, a little bit of this, around 10,000 rubles, that'll do just fine, and then a Type A weapon cleaning kit as well for 14,000 rubles. Also known as most of my money. However, once we deposit all of this in the stash, we will have it for later as well, so... I'm just going to drop that one in there. Both of these, and yeah, that works out to some extent, right? This in there as well. Let's see, do I need anything else? Do we put in there? I don't think so. Which should mean I can now, if I want to craft this thing, were it not for the 1 grooming kit that I'm missing. So, I'm going to need to buy the Type A repair kit anyway from him for another 10,000 rubles, thus leaving me with absolutely nothing. But that's fine. Because... we are going to fix this gun up. I'm going to load it up. And this is going to be awesome. Trust me, this is a phenomenal gun. And you will see just how phenomenal it is. I didn't realize it was loners. I thought it was a mutant where... I thought it was a mutant we're fighting.
Get ready to move in. Check it out. I'm moving.
Okay. Goes to show. We need to lock this place down. The sooner the better. The sooner the better. Alright. So. Pisses me off how I can't clean the tablet screen, but I can wipe my mask off. Bandits in the Great Swamps. Renegades in the Great Swamps, military and agroprom. Duty patches, don't need that. No, no, no. Yeah, no tasks. Getting rather unlucky with these tasks, if I'm honest with you. But let's see if I can get... Yeah, that's our guy. He's probably claimed, yeah. Wait, that's a zombie. Why does it show up as a... Why is it showing up as a friendly? Oh, this guy had a similar setup to me. And he died a horrible death. I feel like there's a lesson somewhere in there for me.
Check it out. Go, go.
Right, move up. I'm suppressing them, is what I'm doing. You know what would make combat here feel 10 times better? I'm not even exaggerating, 10 times better. Is if each and every one of the combatants on both sides prioritize the closest target first, without any bias against the player or otherwise, right? Or like mutants and whatever enemy factions or something like that. Just hit the thing that's closest to you first. Once it's dead, you move on to the next one and the next one. It would make combat feel so much better, you have no idea. Of course, if you can see it. If you can't see it, then okay, you can move on to the next target that you can see. But I don't know how doable that is in terms of mods. I'm hoping it is, because there's some massive changes to the combat that are being announced. and promised and, you know, worked
What's
on.
up, bro?
Yeah, I need medical assistance because it's going to be cheaper to get healed up by the doctor like this than by, you know, my own patchy work. There's the guitar I was looking for a few minutes ago. Turns out I can grab this stuff through the glass. Quite impressive on my part, I must admit. Okay, so, as much as I would like to play this instrument, I'm going to play it for you just once. I hope this isn't copyrighted or anything. Yeah, it better not be. Okay, that is quite enough. You've played your fill. You've played your fill. Stop. Okay, just you know, just in case, gotta cut them at least a little bit short there. But that's how it works. Now you get the point. Sorry, let's not go in there. Drop off all of this. Drop off all of this. And I think we are ready to go. Later down the line, I'm going to make another workbench just like this, except it's going to be just for ammo, and just for ammo crafting. Because the two, like, crafting upgrades, repairing weapons and stuff, the resources that you need for that, and this is what I was going to do, is assemble this. The resources that you need for that, and the resources that you need for crafting ammunition, are entirely separated. Like, there is nothing that connects the two, right? So, because of the weight limitation, which might look like a lot, 300 kilograms, we're gonna fill that up eventually, don't worry. Yeah, we're gonna need we're gonna need it later down the line. Yeah, that's it. Bit heavy, bit loaded up, but we are off to Agroprom. Sorry, not to Agroprom, to Yantar. Shouldn't be the world's worst trip, although don't exactly expect to be greeted like a hero there either. So we shall see. Probably going to be a few loners. Try again. That are going to cause us grief. But other than them, don't expect much trouble. Right. Provided we don't run into that group which shall remain nameless. For now. That wiped the floor with me last time. And generally will do that every time, just for the record. Yeah, we should be good. Don't remember exactly where the alternative route to Yantar is. It should be something like... Ah, it's way over there, alright. Because if we go down the main road... we're going to end up right in the middle of the Brain Scorcher, and without a psi helmet, that is... Well, it's one way to get things off your mind, in some sense, but also a way to remove your mind from your body completely, permanently, forever. So, yeah. I'm going to check the rooftop here, just, oh, sorry, the... roof, what would you call that? The attic, right? I want to check the attic, just in case, because sometimes there's loot out that you can pick up, such as the canned corn and the bandage. Yeah. Useful. Oh god, I mean, it goes to show we are in deep trouble, because canned corn and bandages are considered very useful by me right now. Dash is, of course, empty until Let me find someone to tell us where which stash is. Okay. So, we have 3 stashes in Yantar. That's funny, because we're not going to be able to get to any of them, I don't think, but yeah, we will try, I suppose. But I will cut the video here, because we've been doing this for way too long. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you all next time for some more action, and a little bit less of the sort of Minecraft style of content. Until then, have fun, take care, and bye-bye. Oh, and, you know, like, subscribe down below, helps the channel out, lets you follow along, etc., etc., you know the drill. Take care.